Chef Sung,
I am here.
we got a very important mission to do today.
What is that?
Mission Control has commanded us to make podcast number 5, or
Oh.
batch 5, of Spilling the Spaghetti.
All right.
So how are we doing today, lovely people? Today, we got a very exciting topic. And that topic is the United States. And its 50 lovely states, or 30, I don't know. Not all of them are too great. And some of their territories.
So did you just rule out 20 states that are not so great?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And you know what? We're going to go through each one of them. We're going to talk about the goods, the bads, the uglies, the interesting ones, the weird ones, all those ones that you know and love. And first off, we're going to start with good old Texas, the Lone Star State. You know what I don't like about Texas?
What's that?
It's too fucking hot. All day, every day. And it's not like here in the South where, we get like that humidity hot. Where like you walk outside and it's sticky. It sucks.
You can like grab the heat.
Yeah, like with like
Bare hands.
with your hands. It sucks ass. But in like Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, it's this dry, just sucks to be outside.
Yeah.
I remember on a cruise going. I know this is in Mexico, but I would assume it'd be the same. We went to Cozumel, and we're on the boat. Well, we're getting off the boat, and feeling all the good air conditioning. It's feeling all good. Take one step off that boat, instant heat to the face.
Instant heat.
I felt like I just shriveled up into a damn raisin, and it sucked. And that's what I imagine it's like to live in those 3 states. But why does Texas have to be so damn big?
I don't know.
Why can't we just split it into 2?
Why is it called the Lone Star State? It doesn't look like a star to me.
Well, no, because they were their own. It was its own country.
Yeah.
Well, not country. Yeah, it was its own country for a tad bit of time. They got the 1 star on the flag.
I feel like if there was a state to succeed from the U.S., it'd be Texas.
Or California.
No, California just fall off the map. That would just fall off the U.S. And
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. All the earthquakes.
Yeah.
Forest fires eventually. They're literally the Australia of America in the fact that there's fire every other day.
I think if it doesn't fall off the continental U.S., it's going to burn off.
It's going to burn off. Fuck. You know what also is interesting? Well, let's move over to California. They got all these weird, like or just the West Coast in general. They got all these chains of like In-N-Out, Jack in the Box. There's another one I'm missing. They got Carl's Jr., but that's just Hardee's.
Yeah.
But we got Hardee's here on the East Coast. But like, I think they recently just put one in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Why can't we have? I mean, I'm not saying I remember the one time I had In-N-Out, I was like, okay.
And here's the thing: from people that live here in Georgia that go over to California and actually, try the famous In-N-Out, they're not that impressed.
Yeah. It's just kind of normal. I will tell you, the one place that we don't have that some of these other southern states have, Whataburger.
Yeah, we don't.
Love me some Whataburger. I had it one time. I felt like I died, was reincarnated, died again, came back 6 times, and it was absolutely amazing. Something about that burger. Like, I get it's fast food. It's a fast food burger.
But there's different qualities and taste of a fast food burger.
Yeah, like the difference between McDonald's and Whataburger was McDonald's beef at that point was not a burger. That was just some meat patty.
It was alien meat.
It was something bad. And, let's move down to Florida now.
I don't think Florida's a state. I think Florida should be its own little thing.
I like to think that Florida is just a fever dream that you live in.
Florida is literally the reincarnation. Well, not the reincarnation. It's literally the living incarnation of Grand Theft Auto.
I could agree with that. Yeah, because you got the Florida man flushing drugs down the toilet, making meth gators. You got the giant fucking gators on the damn on the golf courses that you see that look like Godzilla. They have a hurricane every other day. Basically, it rains. When it rains, it fucking pours. You gotta spend like an ass load of money just on insurance to live there. However, when things aren't going bad, it's a nice state to live in. You know, like they got some nice beaches. I'm trying to think of some positives here.
The cities. I think the actual cities are some of the positives too. Relatively
I
speaking.
don't know about Miami. Miami doesn't sound like a good place to live. Maybe I think Orlando's.
Yeah, Atlanta's not that bad.
Orlando's not bad.
Daytona.
Daytona. Tampa isn't awful. It's not the best.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to talk about Jacksonville.
I don't think nobody talks about Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville just doesn't exist really for some people. They got is it Disneyland or Disney World? They have. I think they got World.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. Trying to think here. They got stuff.
That stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Drugs. They got drugs.
A lot of drugs, unfortunately. I remember that show Dexter, because it's all based in Miami.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, this is what Miami is. You know, it's not.
No.
Like not even close. I'm sure Miami's a nice place in certain areas, but just not somewhere I want. If I was going to live in Florida, I want to live towards the northern side. Kind of like the Orlando area.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound awful.
I'm thinking either Orlando or somewhere like Daytona.
Yeah. All right. You know, Florida, its own little place. That's the place that will secede.
Oh, for sure.
And by secede, I mean we'll kick him out.
Yeah. Like, there would be a meeting between all governors like, Florida, you got to leave. You make us look bad.
So, Maine.
I was actually just looking at that state.
What's in Maine?
Nothing. I don't know.
I thought there was like a shit ton of mosquitoes in Maine.
You know, this might be me, but I feel like Maine should be the capital of the United States. Because it's at the top.
Yeah, but it's right next to Canada.
That's another reason. Like, if you look at the map of the United States,
Okay.
the first thing you really notice is that one looks like a machine gun. I was going to put that out there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm seeing it now. It's a very odd looking one, but not something I want to hold, but yeah.
Second thing you really notice is either the state of Florida or the very top, which is Maine.
Oh. Yep. Okay.
And I feel like that's not a bad, it's not a bad place to put a capital there.
But what's in Maine?
Nothing. That's the point.
They got, I think the only sports team they have is the Maine Red Claws, which is the G League team for the Celtics.
Why is it so fucking far up?
I don't know why they do these kind of things. It's just another example would be the Heat's G League team is in Sioux Falls.
Who is deciding these options? These things?
These people. But
they got lobsters. That's what they got.
They got lobsters?
They got lobsters. They got seafood down there in Maine.
Up there in Maine, you mean?
No, yeah, up there.
For us, at
Whoa.
least. All right. So let's move on. So there's a few states in particular. I just don't know, like, what's there. So, and that's Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, and Montana. Like,
I'm not going to lie. I forget Montana's a state, like, half the time.
I don't, just because of Yellowstone. I mean, they have a portion of Yellowstone, and because I went there on a ski trip to go ski.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was just flat land.
Is it just buffalo in Montana?
We never saw a buffalo. We saw a caribou, who was just standing in the road, or it was a moose. I don't know. It was one of those two. He was just standing in the middle of the road. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to move."
Chef Lebowski doesn't know animals. Cool.
They look okay.
They look the same.
They kind of do. I mean, they're the same family. You know.
They really?
I'm pretty sure they're like in the same species group. Someone fact check me. Idaho.
I forgot that was a state.
What happened with making that state?
We talked about this. If you look on that side of the country, they're all kind of, square-esque, like rectangle. Mm-hmm. You get fucking Idaho.
I feel like Montana was supposed to look like Wyoming at one point, and they're like, no, we want a little piece of Idaho.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah. It just, I don't, like, what, they got potatoes?
Yeah. They got Boise.
Is that where Boise State is?
I think we should look this up before we like dumbasses.
Yeah. It's not where Gonzaga is it?
I don't. Is it?
I don't know. See, we live in the United States, but we barely know anything about like our fellow states. We focus on the one we got. Mm. All right. Got Utah. Got some Mormons. And the Great Salt Lake. I don't know anything. And BYU. I don't really know anything else besides Utah. I know a guy who goes to school in Utah. Are you looking at where Gonzaga is?
I was gonna where Boise State is.
Oh, close enough. Nevada. What's there besides Las Vegas?
Yeah, it's in Boise.
It's in Boise?
Well, it's in Idaho.
Okay. But like in Nevada, what else is there besides Vegas?
Desert.
In Vegas. So maybe they should change it from Nevada to just straight up Las Vegas.
All right. So Gonzaga.
Okay.
It's in Bezos State, Washington.
Oh, I was like Bezos. What do you mean?
I'm hereby declaring that we declare Washington Bezos State.
100% agree. That man's gonna. I'm telling you, that man is going to take over. He's gonna be run for governor, and he's like, you know what? I'm buying this place.
I can see it happening.
Or at least he'll buy up like all the industry.
Yeah.
And like as much land as he can without making it look like a monopoly, and then he'll just technically own it.
This is for science.
For science. Don't worry about it. Bezos State. Yeah.
He owns a mountain.
What?
Yeah.
You can do that.
He can.
How?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, where? Where is it?
I'm not rich enough to know that.
Well, no. Where is this mountain?
Oh. Let me get on that.
Jesus H. You know what's a state I really don't like, and it's just how it's made up. Michigan. Because like you have the mainland of Michigan, that's right on top of Indiana and Ohio, and then you got that little piece hanging off of Wisconsin. Wisconsin, what are you doing? Take that. Just, I don't understand like how they were like, you know what, this is part of Michigan. No, it doesn't even touch it, I believe.
So I have got an update.
Okay.
I just want to point out that he owns a mountain in Texas.
That's not even geographically close to where he is. He's based out of, at least.
It's a big fucking mountain.
What's the mountain called?
It doesn't really have a name.
We're gonna have to show Bezos Mountain.
Costs $42 million. Tell you that.
$14 million for a mountain?
No, 42.
40. Oh, that's a bigger number than I was thinking. All right. You got $42 million?
Chef Lebowski, I don't even have $1.
This could be a problem.
This could be.
How are we gonna buy a mountain? We'll buy a mountain. We'll build a house on top of said mountain, and that's what we'll record the rest of our episodes.
You think Bezos let us use his mountain?
No.
Oh.
Probably doesn't even know what we exist.
I think he bought a mountain, probably forgot about it.
Sounds about right. Like, you take money out of his account, he won't remember it.
I guarantee you, if you used to rob Jeff Bezos, he wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah. You can't take all of his shit. We'll just buy new stuff.
Yeah.
Bigger stuff.
I'm still $100 billion. Okay, cool. Whatever.
All right, cool. Whatever. I'll make it back in 2 days. Whatever. Fuck it. All right, let's move on.
Shout out Bezos.
Let's choose
Washington. No, alive. New York.
New York. New York has everything.
Everything.
It's like, what, they got...
It's the Walmart of the United States.
Why do you say that?
Because it has everything.
Oh, yeah, it does. Like, you got Albany. You got Syracuse.
New York.
New York City, yeah.
Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, Buffalo. I always forget about Buffalo.
Will you consider Niagara Falls in there a little bit?
They share that with Canada, so
yeah.
We'll give them halvesies on that. I don't know. New York is just that's a place. I remember going to New York to visit my dad, and he lives upstate New York, just like an hour north of Albany. If I've seen some things that just bother me. You know the Walmart around here?
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Oh yeah, especially at night.
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend, we go to their Walmart in the daytime.
Ooh.
I felt like I was in a horror movie. It was scary as hell.
Bunch of drug heads over there.
Oh yeah, there was some dude. He doesn't have a lot of his hair.
Okay.
But God, excuse me,
dying
Jesus
over there.
Christ. He had a ponytail, but it was attached to the side of his head
I don't like where this is going.
instead of behind his
Can
head.
you stop?
I'm pretty sure he was wearing eyeshadow too to make it worse. Like, if that's what he wants to do, if he,
Hey, that's his choice.
Yeah, that's his choice. If that's the way he likes to look, cool. However,
You're scaring me, man.
it's a little weird. That's all I'm gonna say. But I remember also we drove through a certain neighborhood. It's the north.
Okay.
New York is like on the other side of the country, from north to south than Georgia, or just the south in general. We saw in this particular neighborhood, we're seeing Confederate flags in the north.
If I'm not mistaken, you're in the north. That should be nothing but
That's a southern thing.
What are you guys doing up there?
Not a good southern thing, but damn, you're living in the wrong state. Like, New York's just a place. That's the Florida of the north.
I feel like New York's more of an experience.
Yeah, like New York City. Like, I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
I want to visit. I couldn't imagine living there.
This could be just me.
Yeah.
But I feel like New York City should be the capital of New York.
I think everyone, until they found out about Albany, thought it was. I thought it was for the.
As a kid, I will agree. I thought so too.
But it makes sense.
It does.
It makes so much sense. There's another state that's the same way. California. Capital's not L.A.
It's not.
It's Sacramento.
Yeah.
Right? Which is weird. Sacramento's like that big. It's as big as all.
And then you have this big ass fucking city, Los Angeles. Like, hey, we're not. You can't get demoted.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, you probably make the city worse if that's where you make your capital. In terms of like,
What about Dallas in Texas? Do you think Austin's the capital?
it is?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I knew that. Okay, I always thought it was Dallas.
I feel like in Texas, you have so many cities that could be the capital.
Major cities too,
Like Dallas, San Antonio, Fort Worth.
Houston. Like,
What are you guys doing over here? Who's choosing capitals?
I wonder how you. Huh.
Somebody did it right, though.
Who?
Take a guess. Who do you think did it right?
Georgia.
No. Oklahoma.
Oh, it's Oklahoma City.
Yes.
That's, they couldn't even think of the name. Oh, it's like in New York and New York City. They couldn't even fucking think of it.
Fuck it. This is going to be the capital.
I bet when the Dutch, or not the Dutch, so when they settled it, it was New Amsterdam.
Correct.
Okay, and so when the British took over, it became New York. I didn't think they didn't think like the possibility of the colonists declaring independence and the idea of a state.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were. I think they named it that and it was like, all right, we'll just leave it here.
That is going to happen.
Like they weren't ready, and then we seceded or not seceded. We became independent, and they're like, you know what? State names. Here we go. What do we got? New York, but that's a city. New York.
You just say a little more bolder.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's go on. Missouri. What's in Missouri? Besides schools, or the school.
I gotta find it on the map. What the fuck is Missouri?
It's right below Iowa, right above Arkansas.
What the fuck is Arkansas?
Can you not find it? Or you see Louisiana?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what's in Missouri? Like,
I don't know, honestly.
I couldn't name one thing besides the location of Tom Sawyer. I couldn't name a single thing. What?
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I know. That in Missouri State. That's it. Okay, so real quick. Before you found out Chicago was in Illinois, did you think Chicago was its own state?
No.
Or where did you think it was?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone knew Chicago. They just didn't know where until someone said it's in Illinois, or until you found out. I didn't know Chicago was in Illinois for a while.
Yeah, looking back, I knew it wasn't a state.
Yeah, you just didn't know.
I didn't know where the fuck it was though.
Yeah, it was its own place. It was kind of like Washington D.C. It's kind of like its own place for that matter. By the way, why does that have to be its own place?
What?
Washington D.C. Just like, it's called the District of Columbia.
Yeah,
but like, why not just have Maryland absolve it and just not be in your own place? I don't get it.
Maybe because they try to separate it, because it's like,
But it's the government.
yeah, I think that's why they try to keep it separate.
Why?
I don't make these decisions.
Like, so then the president could be the governor of Maryland.
See, that's too much power right there, my guy.
What are they gonna do? How bad could it get? What's in Maryland?
I don't know. Can you imagine just being in Maryland and next thing you know, like, hey, the president's like, hey, we're gonna bomb the fuck out of China. Next thing you know, China just blows up all of Maryland.
I think they would look for other places before Maryland.
Now, if you try to blow the capital up,
Yeah, okay, you're right. All right, let's keep moving. Alabama.
Racist people.
Besides that, they got the 2 big schools down there.
Bama.
They got this place down there. It's a place for like unclaimed luggage. And so basically what it is
Is this big ass warehouse where is this all?
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you can just go there and you buy suitcases.
Yeah.
I don't think you get to know what's in them.
No, they do it by weight.
You do it by weight?
They do it by weight.
So you just go there and you just buy these suitcases.
Yeah.
And it's just random what you get. So like imagine you get a suitcase. I mean, I'm sure they look inside it.
Yeah.
But let's say they did it this one time. You just open it, there's just a damn M16 in there.
Oh God.
Or like an AK.
What if somebody just smuggles like a couple pounds of,
Or a person. like I know they check it, but
Yeah.
like what that one time.
Let's say that you have that one worker who's like, I don't want to be here today.
Yeah.
Everything gets through. And let's say you go there, you buy, let's say a 5-pound suitcase.
Yeah.
You open it up,
Mm-hmm.
5 pounds of coke in there. Chef Lebowski, I don't mean to break it to you, but you're a rich man. Now, granted, you got to move the cocaine, but
I think that's the thing about drugs is I feel like you can get them, but it's a matter of selling them. Because if you don't know anyone, you're just sitting on drugs. It's like the people who bought. It's like those people who bought like pounds or not pounds, like a shit ton of fidget spinners.
yeah.
And when the craze was over, they're just, I got a bunch of fidget spinners.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm doing with myself right
I
now.
feel like at a certain point, you don't sell it. Like, number one, yeah, I got just 5 pounds of cocaine. You guys want it?
Yeah, a little cocaine.
It's just look like in a hurry. You want?
about like $100, something like that. Like,
I'll give you a discount.
all right, what's in Mississippi?
Even more racist people.
Is it really just like Alabama Part 2?
Yeah, that's literally all it is.
I don't really know anything. I don't know anything about Mississippi except for like the name just has like a lot of letters.
I just want to point out Mississippi sounds racist.
Yeah, something about something about saying that you're from Mississippi just really. I don't know.
Here's the thing,
I just
like,
can automatically assume.
I don't mean to go on a little rant here, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you say you're from Bama, I'm like, okay, you might fuck your cousin.
Yeah.
You say you're from Mississippi, I'm like, you don't like black people, do you?
Yeah, or just anyone. If you're not white Christian, they don't like you probably. I feel like you just can't. It's the same thing with so like when Obama was campaigning, I feel like he didn't go.
He just flew over that state.
Or he drove through. It was like, hey, I'm running for president. All right, bye.
You know what? He didn't do that. He had like a little flag behind his plane.
Yeah, it says, hey, I'm running.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna vote for me, but whatever. Fuck it. I'm here. Just so you can't say I didn't come. Louisiana.
Food.
Yes. I don't know what it's about. In New Orleans, in the French Quarter, I ate the same thing every single day practically.
But it's still good though.
It was amazing. Like just a shrimp po' boy. It's just a sandwich. It's just bread with fried shrimp in it. That's all it is. No matter what, it was amazing. It was expensive too. Spent like an assload of money. But it was so fucking worth it.
You ever had the beignets?
Yes, we went to Cafe Du Monde.
Mhm.
It was stupid cheap. That's what I was surprised about. I was ready for them to like charge like $10 for just 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's the brand name too. Oh my word.
Heaven.
Like, I think we can buy the mix here. I mean, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
But oh my God. They're amazing. I wish they gave us like a little cup of chocolate.
Yeah.
Just a little dip. Like, I even wanted to eat the powdered sugar.
Oh yeah.
It was so good.
It's amazing.
I don't know what's with Louisiana, but like, fuck. Whatever you guys are doing with the food down there, just spread the love.
No, because you're gonna get people like California fucking up.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you seen California barbecue?
What?
Have you seen California barbecue?
That sounds like a sin.
It is. It's horrible.
That doesn't sound good at all.
I dare you to look it up.
I'm scared.
I also want to point out that Louisiana has the same problem with, let's say, Texas and California. What do you think the capital is?
Of
Louisiana.
it's not New Orleans.
It's not. It's Baton Rouge.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking up California barbecue. I'm not really seeing anything wrong. Kind of just it looks the same unless I'm not looking up the right thing.
Oh my god.
Because I'm very much about my barbecue. I don't see anything wrong. It all looks like I'm just getting brisket and like normal pulled pork. Like I'm not seeing any issues here. I imagine it's not good because it's not from the South. If it's not from the South, it's not good. I'm actually one of the best barbecue I've ever had was actually in Washington D.C., which was really surprising to me. It was the only place you could get sweet tea.
What? Huh?
Yeah, so because of D.C., it's right there in the middle of it's on the Mason-Dixie line.
Yeah.
Between the South and the North. So it's very selective whether you get sweet tea at one place or not. So like it's not like here where everywhere you go, it's just, you can get it. There, it's like you might or you might not.
Depends on what street you're on.
Yeah, actually. But the one place that it had some pretty good barbecue. I'll give them that. It was really good.
All right, let's talk about Kansas. It's Kansas City in Kansas.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Which really bothers me. But Kansas City's in
Missouri.
Okay, so there's another thing. They got Patrick Mahomes.
I bring that up because Donald Trump thought,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
President for 4 years, Kind of.
I feel like at a certain point as a president, you should know where.
You gotta take a geography test
Yeah.
just to even get it. Yeah. Okay, so, there's another thing for Missouri. But that's just weird. Why they wouldn't...
My guess is that... I know I'm probably wrong on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some history behind it. I'm thinking Kansas City was at one point part of Kansas. And it's just, kind of
split.
Yeah, they drew the line and, hey, you get Missouri now.
All right, so what? Kansas, they got the big school there.
Yeah.
They had Bleeding Kansas at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Joel Embiid went to school there. I'm running out of...
Yeah.
I don't really know anything else about Kansas.
All right, if you can guess the city of Kansas, the capital of Kansas.
I don't even have a...
Is it Topeka? Topeka? I think it's
what?
Topeka.
To what?
Yeah, it's spelled T-O-P-E-K.
That's like the Uzbeki. So we were listening to the NBA draft, and there was a guy. He gets drafted by the Jazz, I believe. And I know this name. Chef Sung has not ever heard it. And his name was like something Uzbeki, and he's like, "What? Did he say what?" So, what'd you say his name was like?
I thought it was Uzi Buki. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
Uzi Buki.
Oh god, I don't like that.
It's kind of like a little Uzi Vert. So I don't know anything else in Kansas.
I don't either.
I hope we haven't offended anyone on that. I don't know anything.
We love everyone.
Relatively
Speaking.
Yeah. All right, Wisconsin.
Cheese.
Sheboygan.
Yeah.
The Bucks.
All right, true or false? Is Milwaukee the capital of Wisconsin?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not Green Bay, is it?
It's Madison.
I feel like I've heard that. Wisconsin's just a... This is my opinion.
Okay, all right.
I feel like Wisconsin is just a copy of Michigan.
Yes, I agree.
It's just a tad bit more rural.
You know what? I can support that because why the fuck is part of Michigan on Wisconsin?
Yeah, that's what I was literally saying earlier. Like, I don't understand that.
Who the fuck thought it was a good idea? Just make that Wisconsin.
I like to think that was part of Canada at one point, and
just chopped it off.
And they were trying to decide like, I guess give it to Wisconsin maybe, and then Michigan was like, you know what, that's ours. It doesn't even touch. It's ours. Like I don't fucking.
We can see it, all right. It's ours.
No, apparently not. It's just odd to me. Like,
yeah,
for a part of your state to not
even be part of your state.
Yeah, something that touches you fully. Let's move. Connecticut. I
I gotta admit, I feel like we should take all those little fucking states over there, like Connecticut, Massachusetts.
Rhode Island.
Make those shits one giant state.
Yeah, for real. I always thought Massachusetts was a little bigger.
Yeah, I can see that.
I always thought it was a lot bigger than what it actually is. Because now that I'm actually looking at it on a map, I thought it was as big as Pennsylvania.
Oh goddamn! Oh,
I really for a while I really thought that's how it was big. Like, what's in Vermont? I thought Vermont was a part of Canada for a while.
has a very Vermont is a very Canadian name.
Yeah, it reminds me of what, like when I say Ontario
Yeah.
or
Toronto.
like yeah, it sounds kind of sounds very similar to Toronto, but it's on the west coast side of
Quebec.
No, that's on the east coast.
Oh.
It's where the Grizzlies used to be. Holy hell, I don't remember.
I'm not really good in Canada geography.
I don't know. We're not here to talk about Canada.
No,
So,
we're talking about the.
New Jersey. It's basically New York, just smaller.
Yeah.
and worse. That's not a hot take. That's just no. Arizona. You can't stay outside without burning to death. Apparently, like it's just completely normal to have fake grass,
Yeah,
like turf.
it's fucking desert out there.
It sucks. To like this guy I know, he lives out there. He lives in just like a normal apartment complex, nothing huge. It's just 2 buildings. For those 2 buildings, there's 4 pools, and that's just the standard is to have a bunch of pools for people out there, just to cool off. I can't imagine playing golf out there. I can't imagine to play outdoor sports in Arizona, especially when it's hot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's hot year round. It just has to suck. Like, you got football practice and your dad's like, all right, let's go. I was like, Dad, I don't want to burn to death. It's fine. It's good. Like, at least like for basketball, like you're indoor. I guess you could play indoor soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you could do indoor football.
I think the only sport you're okay to play is basketball.
Yeah. Outside of that, like, enjoy skin cancer from the sun.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be good for you. New Mexico, I think that's just basically Arizona Part 2,
Yeah.
except just more Mexico-y.
Have we touched on the Carolinas?
No, we haven't. No, North Carolina? You got Duke and UNC.
They got. Okay, this might sound weird.
Okay.
So technically speaking, North Carolina is considered in the South. Well, yeah. I always thought North Carolina was more northern for some reason.
It's because of the name North.
Yeah. And it turns out those motherfuckers are really good at cooking barbecue.
I thought that was more South Carolina though. What's in South Carolina besides Charleston?
Columbia.
Is that where Columbia is?
Yeah, so that's the actual capital of South Carolina.
Okay. They got.
Which is weird because North Carolina, like I said, is more known for barbecue, and then South Carolina is more like seafood.
What?
Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense since it's right beside Tennessee.
Where's the Outer Banks?
Yeah.
Where is that at? Is that North Carolina? I thought it was one of the Carolinas. I don't know anything about the Outer Banks either. I just hear a lot of people talking about. I know there's some show on Netflix that a lot of people are crazy over, and
it is in North Carolina.
It's in North Carolina. I know it's a very poor area, but it's a very There's like a clear difference between the rich and the poor there. Like there's a fine line.
Yeah, you can see it when you Google it.
Yeah, like where the big houses are.
Yeah, you go from beach houses to no houses.
Like just whatever. Tennessee, love me some Tennessee. Pigeon Forge. If no one listening to this has been to Pigeon Forge, you have not lived. It is redneck Disney World. It's awesome. They got Dolly Parton there. Dolly Parton and her national treasures. She has her own Dolly World or Dolly. I don't know if it's Dolly World. It's something. That's where Old Smoky Distillery is. Best moonshine that ever existed. Got Gatlinburg. Got Memphis.
Nashville, Knoxville,
where all our gold is. And what happens when someone let's just say all the gold in Fort Knox is gone.
Okay.
What do we do?
Nothing.
Yeah, because we're not on the gold standard.
Yeah, there's nothing of that.
So why is it there?
Or where else can you keep it at?
Why don't we sell it?
To who?
Someone. Help the debt.
Nah. That's
Oh, yeah,
too good of an
yeah.
idea.
Numbers going up. You gotta pump those numbers up. These are
Rookie numbers. We're at 22 trillion. Let's get it to 42.
The day it hits the zillions, like
I think we just stop being a country at that point.
I don't. You see, the thing is, I don't think the debt's ever gonna go away.
No, it's not.
And the fact and the reason is because like China, I don't think China is ever gonna ask for their money back.
They own 60%. I think it's like 60% they own. I think.
Yeah, they own like 60% of us basically, and I don't think they're ever going to ask for it back because they know if we don't buy their shit, we can't stimulate their economy. And then slowly they're going to be, and if they even try like with other countries too, like especially us, because again, we probably give them a lot of money. That they're going to be like, okay, the debt's cool. Let's just continue as business as normal.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't we just say, all right, no debt?
Because we have, us.
No.
We live here.
Okay, so if America explodes,
yeah.
like what happens?
What do you mean?
No debt?
No, you go into like this very odd state of, so let's say our economy just implodes, right?
Okay.
Like Venezuela.
Okay.
You're basically in this fucking turmoil of just nothing.
We're just there.
You're just there. You're just poor as shit. Everything becomes super expensive. Your dollar goes to zero. And you're basically, as a country, no more.
I think I remember doing a project where it was all about currency exchange. And I remember I did an exchange, like, so $1 in Albania, which is, they had the lek, which is a weird name for a currency. Anyway, they have the lek. $1 gets you like 2 billion leks. Or not 2 billion, like 2 million.
What do you think Jeff Bezos' net worth is in Albania?
I don't even think they have a number for it. Like, fuck it. Yeah, too much. You got money. Boo-hoo. Whatever. All right, let's keep moving. Colorado. They got South Park.
We got Denver.
Yeah, they got Denver. They got weed. No, Pepsi's not from Colorado, is it?
Is it?
I don't know why. I always associate Pepsi with Colorado for some reason.
Did you go to Colorado and drink a Pepsi?
Mm-mm.
No.
I just always think about how you're choking. Really not much to say about Aspen. They got Aspen.
It was founded in North Carolina.
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking about Colorado then. Dakotas, I mean, they got Mount Rushmore.
I want to say that North Dakota is the lesser stepchild. Well, lesser twin brother of South Dakota.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh.
You think the state was too big and they're like, all right, cut it now?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, so then why are we not doing that with Texas?
What the fuck you gonna name like the other half of Texas?
Texas too.
Oh, like, whoa. Hey, where are you going? We're going to Texas too.
I always imagine like if a civil war ever happened, like let's just say in any country, what's the likelihood of that seceding state to say we are like, so let's say England, okay?
All right.
England too.
Oh God.
Like what's the likelihood of that happening?
Do we just call it England too?
I just don't feel comfortable saying that. Yeah, so in England too, we have this and that. England too.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
You can think of a better name.
I feel like I'm in a fever dream if like I'm watching the news and like, yeah, England too has emerged. What?
Who the fuck over there decided that was a good name? Okay, I don't want to speak this into existence.
Okay.
Just say hypothetically speaking, we get in a civil war.
Okay.
So you know how like
Might happen. We don't know yet.
yeah,
We're working on it. It's moving.
it's in the process.
Yeah.
So you know, like in the South back in the day, in the 1860s, it was called the Confederacy.
Yep.
And then you had the North, which is pretty much the Union.
Yeah.
So are we bringing those names back if that happens, or are we getting new names?
I think it depends on who secedes or what secedes. You know, so let's just say California, Oregon, and Washington. I don't think they're going to call themselves the Confederacy. I can't even fathom what their name would be.
I feel like at a certain point we bring them back. Georgia, Bama, Mississippi, they're going back to the Confederacy. It only makes sense.
The way
Confederacy 2.
Electric Boogaloo. All right, let's move on. What states have we not talked? Wyoming.
Isn't that Yellowstone?
They got a portion of it. No, that's Montana.
Who the fuck has Yellowstone?
So it's so there's multiple entrances to the park, right?
Okay.
There's an entrance in Montana and an entrance in Wyoming.
Who has a super volcano? I think Wyoming does.
No, that's in Oregon. Old St. Helen.
No. I'm talking about the super cauldron.
Oh,
I think that's. I think that's.
I don't know. But that's in Yellowstone.
Yeah,
I remember because when we went there, I was like, so what's the likelihood?
It's in Wyoming.
Okay, so like, I remember when we were there, I was like, I asked the tour guide, I was like, what's the likelihood of this ship blowing off? Because I'd like to be home for that.
Yeah. It last erupted 630,000 years ago.
Yeah, and it can stay like that, please. I don't think I could command it, but just hang out, you know.
Knowing 2020.
You know what? Let's just pour some water in the lava, cool it off.
Did you know, real shit, that was actually a solution? Yeah.
You know, to solve global warming, let's just dump a giant thing of ice in the ocean.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that would probably.
How about this?
Okay.
How about we just add water to the earth?
I think we're having a rising sea level as it is, a problem as it is.
But we just add cold water.
Because cold water or cold.
What do you do when you're hot, right?
Yeah.
You go in the swimming pool. That's cold. Same thing. My genius, my brilliance scares me sometimes.
This is like
I don't know why we're finding this.
This is like your idea with the Christopher Nolan movies.
That is a hit movie.
It's not.
And God damn it, he needs to make it.
He's not gonna make it. I'd watch that movie. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I'd be so lost. That's like those. It's like those shitty what are they called? Not sitcoms.
What?
Not reality TV either. There's those type of shows that are like super dramatic. General Hospital.
Oh, soap operas?
Soap opera, yeah. It'd be like one of those weird soap operas where characters just flying in left, right. It's like an all one scene, and you're kind of like, okay, there's too much going on. Let's
imagine Bite.
Bite.
Imagine Batman.
Okay.
Going backwards in time.
No.
How would you not want to watch that? Fire.
Okay, if I got a free ticket, yeah, I go watch it.
Wow.
I'm not paying for that. Anyway, we got way off topic there. All right.
The Virginias.
West Virginia, they got the song. They were in a Fallout game, which did awful.
Which is the better Virginia?
I think normal Virginia. I was just saying.
The sequel never does as good.
Yeah, I was for like 2 seconds. I was thinking, "Where's East Virginia?" Then I looked to the right. I looked to the right.
Ocean.
It's fucking ocean. Maybe normal Virginia. Maybe normal Virginia should just become East Virginia. Shit. That really wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to end up being. I really thought to myself, oh God, my stomach. Like I really thought to myself, like, if there was an East Virginia, where would it be? And I looked to the right, there's fucking water. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So maybe just normal. Oh God, my stomach. Maybe normal Virginia should just become East Virginia. Woo!
Speaking of the Virginias,
Okay.
we got Kentucky right beside it. East Kentucky, I guess you can call it. No, West Kentucky.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. Besides University of Kentucky,
Louisville's down in there.
is it?
Yeah.
I thought. Where's St. Louis then? Is that Missouri or Arkansas? I don't know.
Wait, what the fuck? Whoa.
I've lost all train of thought after fucking East Virginia.
That's in. You said where? What were you looking for? St.
Louis.
All right. Well, it's in Illinois.
Oh, so like where Chicago is.
Yeah.
What's in and besides St. Louis and Chicago, what? Corn.
Springfield.
Is that really where it is?
Yeah. It's capital.
I thought that was in Pennsylvania.
Nope.
Philly's in Pennsylvania though. No. Yes? Maybe?
Pittsburgh.
Where's Philly? There's people fucking around.
Did you hear that?
Sound like a damn Joker, honestly. It scared the shit out of me. Where's Philly then? It's in Pennsylvania.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm sorry if there's any. I mean, if you live in Philadelphia, I hate you anyway, so it's fine. We're running out of states here. Massachusetts, they got Boston. Family Guy.
We talked about them already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
They got Boston.
Yeah. New Hampshire.
Ohio.
What's in Ohio besides Cleveland? And Akron.
Isn't like the Rock of the Rock
Oh,
of Fame?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's there. That's a weird place to put it.
Yeah.
What
Nebraska. Omaha's there apparently.
Omaha.
Yeah.
Omaha. I don't know.
Omaha Steaks.
You know, we're neglecting a very important state to the United States. Can you guess what it is?
Is it Indianapolis?
Nope. The mighty state of Alaska.
They have like a population of like 5 Eskimos.
I feel like guys are like people, or not just guys, but just people in general. And in Alaska, you're like, what's the move tonight? Nothing.
My igloo.
What was when like in the capital of Alaska, what's there to do?
I don't know.
Like,
oh, fun fact, by the way, their sun has set until January 23rd. Speaking of today. Yeah.
So it's dark.
Yep.
Till January.
23rd.
Imagine being born around that time, and then all you know is darkness, and then you just don't. The sun. You just
imagine your sleeping schedule.
Sucks. We complain about daylight savings time. That place sucks.
Imagine waking up at 5 o'clock and I don't know which 5 o'clock it is.
Ooh. Yeah. Before you see the PM or the AM, you just see the 5. You're like, huh, interesting.
So for a long time.
Yeah, for real. Oh god. We got Hawaii.
Yeah, so we're missing that state.
Hawaii. They got Honolulu.
Hawaii is our foreign state.
Yeah, it really is. Elvis is popular there.
If I had to make this assumption, I feel like Hawaii is like...
It's not really a state. It's just...
Yeah, I feel like Hawaii gets much credit as a state.
Well,
in their defense, they were like a country till we just kind of said, fuck them, let's invade them.
Good old Teddy Roosevelt. Or at least I think it was him. I'm not sure.
I think it was Teddy.
Yeah, I think it was him. But like, when I think of Hawaii, I don't think of it as a state. I think of it as just a place to go vacation.
I think it was like 3 rocks and a volcano. That's literally what it is.
A couple beaches. Like, let's just have California absolve it. You know?
Yeah.
It's like the Galapagos. The Galapagos, I believe, is owned by Peru. I'm pretty sure.
How the fuck they get money to own islands? That's another conversation from.
I don't know.
That's like Arby's buying Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, where the fuck did you get the money to do that?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get the funds? Nobody's going to your fucking restaurant, Arby's.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Who eats at Arby's? I've never, in my entire life, I've heard people talk about Arby's, but I've never heard anyone say, I want to go to Arby's.
All right, this is summed up perfectly.
Okay.
When you go in a car, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you get in a car with your friends. Chef Lebowski, at what point do you say, let's go to Arby's?
Never.
My point exactly.
I've just never said, let's go to Arby's. I've always said, let's go to Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A.
And here's the thing. Arby's can be dead ass in front of me. I'm not saying Arby's.
Yeah, there's one literally across the street from where I work.
I bet you don't go there.
I've been there one time. That was just getting a milkshake for my girlfriend.
No. How was it?
I didn't drink it.
No.
She had it. They were like $1.
No, that's not bad.
So it was probably awful. Power doing something weird right now. Okay, we're still recording. We're good. All right. Are we missing a state?
I thought you were comment like, you forgot about our state. Well, I guess your state wasn't important enough, huh? Did we talk about Georgia?
Yeah. All right. Let's jump on Georgia real quick. Atlanta, Savannah. I mean, we know more about Georgia. I mean, fuck it. Atlanta, Savannah. We got the Masters. Unfortunately, we have the Falcons.
Unfortunately.
Braves aren't too bad. They're mediocre. They choked. I swear on my life, every Georgia sport, it does not matter the team, the league, or anything like that. They choke it every single time. UGA did it against Alabama, I believe. The Braves against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Hawks with Cleveland that one year. The Falcons with the good old New England Patriots. We all remember that one. I don't remember anything about the Thrashers. I don't think I was old enough to really care.
I don't even, yeah.
Georgia. Oh, no, we talked about Georgia. Georgia Tech is just...
I think they should stop playing those sports.
I always used to think Georgia Tech had a really good football team. I don't know why. Something about it. I don't know. I don't know why. I just thought, and then it's more. Guys, get rid of the sports. Just stick to school. All right, you got a good school.
I feel like Ivy League sports, Ivy League colleges in general, should really just kind of focus on
Yeah, like Harvard.
That football team.
Why? It's like Duke's football team.
It's like you exist, but should you really?
Yeah, or like Stanford's basketball team.
Yeah,
which is surprisingly they do good.
Who else has a football team, by the way?
Oh yeah, they do. I always forget about the two football teams. I always forget about is Kentucky's and Duke's.
Yeah,
I know them for basketball.
Kentucky's wasn't that bad once upon a time. They weren't that bad.
Oh, also with UNC, I've always known them for lacrosse and basketball.
Here's the thing: I'm totally the opposite. I didn't know they even had. I'm sure they had like a lacrosse team. I never knew they were actually good.
Their lacrosse team is like consistent. Fuck, I'm fucking with the mic right now. Their lacrosse team is like consistently good. Mm-hmm. I think that's like the Alabama of lacrosse.
Oh shit.
That and John Hopkins.
Yeah.
So, Delaware, don't know anything about them.
All right, let's put it like this: Chef Lebowski, if you went to a foreign country and someone asks you, you name the state that sums up the U.S.
Okay.
What state are you choosing? You gotta choose a state that represents the U.S.
That represents the U.S.?
Yes.
Holy hell. I wanted to say Florida.
That's my choice.
I was about to say Florida, but I was like, they're a little too outrageous.
Probably have to go to New York.
Yeah. Something about New York. It'd be either New York or California.
Yeah.
Generally, when a foreigner, if they're assuming where you're from, that's generally I'd assume that'd be the first place.
Yeah, New York, California.
Like especially, I remember watching. I know this is a movie, but it was in the Hurt Locker. These soldiers are just kind of hanging out, and this guy randomly comes up. He's like, "Are you from New York?
Yeah,
or California or whatever?" And I was like, "There's more states than that, but I don't. You don't know that." But so it's always. I feel like those are always the two, and plus those are like the hubs.
Especially New York, I think is really like, if not the most diverse state.
Yeah, that's just. There's plenty of opportunities. It's a very diverse area. It makes sense. I mean, even though Georgia has, the airport is, even though that's like the connector. Like, if you're gonna go anywhere, you practically fly into Atlanta.
Yeah, it's the world's busiest airport,
which is weird to me.
Yeah,
Georgia, we got Coke.
Nah. We got Coke, all right.
Did we miss a state?
I don't know. Did we? I feel like we didn't.
I think we talked about like I just said Mormons in Salt Lake City for Utah and BYU. Puerto Rico, they begin statehood. I don't know.
I feel like we leave Puerto Rico in red. We leave them undelivered.
Yeah. Guam's a territory. Sure, whatever. The Virgin Islands. I don't know why they're called the Virgin Islands. Don't want to find out. We're literally 2. Fuck. Oregon. We forgot Oregon. The beautiful state of Oregon.
Peanut butter and meth sandwiches.
Yes. That's all I want.
That's all you need.
Besides Portland, I don't know much about Oregon. I mean, I got cousins who live there.
Is Portland the capital?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah. It's something.
I am tired of these fucking states not choosing the popular cities as capitals.
Right. Well, maybe there's a reason why.
Like Washington. Is Seattle the capital?
No.
It's not. It's fucking Olympia. Never heard that fucking city in my entire life.
No, never. Like, it makes sense for Georgia's to be Atlanta. It makes sense for
I say Tennessee makes sense. Nashville. That makes sense.
Detroit. No, that is the capital, right?
No, it is not.
Fuck, you see?
It's Lansing.
Can't shit in Detroit. I don't know anything. I feel like Atlanta's the only one that makes sense.
Colorado. Got Denver.
Okay, that one makes sense. Okay.
Phoenix and Arizona.
Okay, yeah.
I guess
Vegas isn't the capital.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's fucking Carson City.
I get that, though, because Vegas is more of one big business.
Yeah, than city.
Than a city. Besides that, I don't know. Albany doesn't really make sense to me, but sure, it's better than Buffalo, I guess.
I feel like North Carolina should make Charlotte its capital.
Yeah?
It's not, though.
What is it?
Raleigh? I can't pronounce your fucking capital, guys.
Oklahoma's makes so much sense.
They had a plan.
So
and they stuck to it.
So what? You're gonna go Texas City?
Fucking why not?
California,
Dallas City,
California City.
I don't like that.
That's a lot. That's a mouthful. Mississippi City.
Oh God,
that's a bad one there.
Alabama City.
Oh my God. Alabama.
Florida City.
It's just weird. I don't like that.
Montana City. Maine City. That works.
Maine City, yeah.
Because it's like a play on words.
Maine City. We didn't miss anything, did we? Indiana. Got a cousin who lives there.
Okay, Indianapolis is the capital there.
Yeah, and it's famous for it's not NASCAR. It's
It is the Indy 500.
Yeah, but no, they have another thing there. Pace cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pace because of the Pacers.
I want to know why they took off the polis and added to Indiana. It's kind of like adding city to your name. Except they didn't do city, they did polis.
Nepopolis.
Like Metropolis. Fuck it. Indianapolis.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It works.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we've covered all 50 states and some of the territories.
I hereby declare Florida as the best state.
That's a stretch, but okay. Yeah.
Who's your choice?
My choice? Ohio. Nothing going on.
I'm going Montana.
Nothing going on there.
Fuck it, I'm going Alaska.
Really nothing. Except the suicide rate is awful there.
I can.
I get it. I get why. Like you're in a snowy hellscape for and you're part of the time it's dark as shit.
The sun rises for 2 hours, goes right back down.
Suntan.
You don't.
Yeah.
You're all pale.
Fuck. All right. Well, this was batch 5 of Spilling the Spaghetti. I am Chef Lebowski.
I'm Chef Song.
And we bid you a good night.